What's up, guys? Brandon here, and I am back with another action figure review. Today we're taking a look at the Avengers Endgame 2-packs for the basic figures. Holy moly, you guys. I am so excited for this movie. These 2-packs retail for 20 bucks a piece, and I found them at Walmart. Walmart is absolutely killing it. They are indeed Avengers Endgame, and I am so excited for this movie. It's been a long year. There's been a lot of speculation, and I'm absolutely, positively, super excited. That box art looks amazing. And there's a brief little bio, and it only shows Thor and Rocket as the other figures. Here's the UPC. Very cool stuff. Very excited. Cap looks awesome. Cap looks awesome. Very cool stuff. And next, Thor and Rocket. They look awesome. I really like these costumes, you guys. Seriously, this is going to be an epic movie. Taking a look at the back. There's Thor and Rocket, and it looks like we get a brand new look at what Stormbreaker will look like. Super awesome stuff. The Avengers. Very cool. A brief bio. Very cool. And if we take a look at the UPC, right on. Alright, you guys, we're going to get these figures out of the packaging and take a closer look. Stay tuned. Alright, you guys, so we got these figures out of the packaging. And I gotta say, for basic 5-inch figures, these guys look awesome and they have a ton of detail. So taking a look first at Captain Marvel, she looks awesome. I gotta say, I really like the paint applications on this figure, and her hair is translucent. Super awesome stuff. For a basic $10 figure and a $20 2-pack, she looks great. I really like the gold accents on her hands. She should have gold on her shoulders. I believe that's what we're going to see in Endgame, but I could be wrong. Other than that, everything on her costume is exactly how we saw it in Captain Marvel. So very cool stuff, and I'm very happy to have this figure to be able to add her to my 5-inch collection for the MCU. So very cool stuff. And her articulation is actually not half bad either. For a basic figure, we've got movement in the head, side to side. In the arms, out at the shoulder, forward and back. At the elbow, there's a bend and a twist. And then at her legs, they come forward, not back, not out to the sides, and that's about it. So basic articulation for a basic figure, but she looks very cool. She also comes with this piece of fire. It's kind of like a translucent gold orangey flame, and it looks very nice. I suppose you could put it on either hand. I'm not quite sure how it would fit on this hand, but with the fisted hand it is relatively easy. So very cool stuff, and I am very happy to have this Captain Marvel figure. She looks awesome. Taking a look next at Captain America, he might actually be my favorite out of the bunch. I really like this metallic blue. I think it looks awesome. If we take a look at the detail in his face, it's a little tough to see at first, but there is white in his eyes, so it looks very cool. We can also see his helmet does have wings. It's kind of very reminiscent for me of the mask that we saw in the first Avengers movie, which is really interesting. If they time travel back there, maybe that would explain why his mask looks like this. But all in all, it is a very cool figure. I gotta say, I really like it a lot. This just kind of really adds to the value for me of the $20 2-pack. I think the Captain Marvel, Captain America 2-pack is absolutely worth it. Very cool stuff. Very detailed figures. Where they lack in articulation, they would absolutely make up for. With the way that they look and pretty much how these characters are depicted in the film, I think Hasbro has done an accurate job so far from everything we've seen in the trailer of representing that. So if we take a look at the articulation on Captain America, moving in his head side to side, he does look down and up just a little bit. His arms come out, forward, back. There's a bend at the elbow. It is kind of a softer plastic though, but there's a bend and a twist, so just be careful with that softer plastic. No waist articulation, but we do have movement in the legs. They come forward and they come back. They don't come out to the sides. But all in all, very cool stuff. And then Captain America does come with a shield, and it is his basic Captain America shield. It's not battle damaged or anything, just a regular standard shield. It could even be the size of the Marvel Legends shield. It looks like a normal size, normal sculpt, and nothing special or extra different about it. And it just slides onto his arm, where he's making a fist. I think is the arm where it should be easier to place, and it's not so bad actually. I really kind of like that. And so we get that classic vibe for Captain America. Also kind of makes me think of the 90s Cap, or the very first TV Cap that we've, I think, ever seen. I just really, really like the look of this figure. Super awesome job, Hasbro. A great Captain 2-pack. If we take a look next at Thor, he looks awesome and very reminiscent for me of his 12-inch counterpart. The sculpt for the face, I believe, is exactly the same that we saw last year with Infinity War. But it does look very much like Chris Hemsworth. I think it looks pretty awesome. I think his haircut is a little bit more defined. His costume is not bright accented like Captain America. It is what to me looks like will be movie accurate. However, it's kind of, I think his chest is kind of flat and his back too. Almost like it's like been pressed. I kind of felt that way about the 12-inch figure too a little bit, but dismissed it because it's a brand new sculpt and I'm not really sure what to expect. I can tell you though that these two sculpts, while they are the same uniform, are completely different sculpts. They look the same, but they're not. You can kind of tell. I'll set these two guys side by side. The arms are sculpted completely different, and you'll notice it in the small things, but I promise you, like the elbows are different. Kind of tough for me to point out everything to you here, but you can see this is different from here, and it just goes on and on. The legs are also different, even though they look similar. It's very odd. It's very small things, but they do make a difference. And also the whole chest, if you take a look, Thor's chest is very flat, whereas Cap's does have dimension, both in his chest and on his upper back. So very, very interesting stuff. But all in all, Thor is a great figure. If you're going to get the movie figures, he's definitely one that you have to pick up. But yeah, so sculpt-wise, there is detail. There is like even texture in here. To me, it just looks different. Or maybe I've been spoiled with Cap, so yeah. But all in all, Thor's a cool looking figure. If we take a look at Thor's articulation, we've got movement in the head, side to side. He can look up and he can look down. Well, he can look up pretty good, not really down so much. His arms come out, forward and back. There's a bend at the elbow and a twist, which is nice. It's not a soft plastic, so he's a bit more durable. And we do have movement in the legs. They come forward, they don't come back, and they do not come out. Thor also comes with Stormbreaker. This is the exact same Stormbreaker that we got last year. It's even got the peg for an Infinity Stone right there, which is interesting, especially because on the box we did get a look at what Stormbreaker would look like in Endgame, and that it would look a little bit different. So, does this fit in his little tiny closed hand? You're going to watch me struggle with it on camera, if it's possible. And yes, it is possible. Very cool stuff. I gotta say, he looks much better with Stormbreaker. And I can't believe the 12-inch version did not include Stormbreaker. That was interesting and a little disappointing. But all in all, it does work out very well for this 5-inch. Could pass for a 6-inch, but I'm going to call it a 5-inch figure. So very cool stuff, and very happy to have Thor. And lastly, if we take a look at Rocket, he's a pretty great looking figure. For a little figure, he actually has quite a bit of detail, so I really, really do like that. And I gotta say, it looks like the same face sculpt from last year. Other than that, everything appears to be brand new, other than his tail. Oh, and there we go. His tail comes off, and it looks like it's removable, so you can attach and detach the tail. Very cool. I was low-key scared that I broke it. Very glad that I didn't. Very cool stuff. So there's Rocket. If we take a look at his articulation, moving in the head, side to side, he looks up, not down, moving in his arms, moving in his wrists, which is very cool. I really like that a lot. Moving in his legs, forward, back, and moving in his tail. Very cool stuff. So I gotta say, for a basic figure, they really threw it out of the park with Rocket. He looks awesome. He could probably stand toe-to-toe with the Marvel Legends one. Now the question becomes, is he worth $10? Because it's a $20 2-pack. He also comes with this gun. It's the same gun that we've seen before. One solid piece, one solid color. And it does have the peg at the top for an Infinity Stone. And then can he hold it? I've struggled with this last year, and I'm sure I will struggle with it again now. The gun isn't really positioned in a way where he can just hold it. I can see that he does have the trigger finger, but if I'm going to do this, it would be kind of something like that. And can he hold it? Sure. But you don't want to play with this or make it flimsy or anything like that. So, is he worth $20? Maybe. Maybe with Thor. But I gotta say, out of the two, I think the Captain Marvel, Captain America 2-pack is a lot cooler. Comparing these figures to their previous counterparts, they all look really, really nice together. The Captain Americas look totally different. The Thors, you can tell, their faces are different. I'm not sure if it's different sculpt work or if it is different paint applications. I will let you guys be the judge of that. Let me know in the comments below what you're thinking. I think it's just different paint, but I could be totally wrong. They could be different sculpts. And Rocket, I totally eat my words. He's got different face sculpts entirely. The new face sculpt, I think, looks a lot better. And the same thing with the tails. Totally different tails. But all in all, I really do like these guys, and I really like that they fit in well with the figures from last year. Very, very cool stuff. And for a final size comparison, here's some of our old figures from last year with the new Endgame figures. I gotta say, they all look really, really cool next to each other. Everybody is definitely in scale with one another, and I'm extremely excited for this movie, you guys. I have no idea what we're going to see or where these heroes are going to go, but I am really, really looking forward to it, and I'm very excited for what's to come. Alright, you guys, so that about does it for this action figure review. The Captain Marvel and Captain America 2-pack and the Thor and Rocket Raccoon 2-pack. $20 each, Walmart. Absolutely awesome stuff, and I am super excited for this movie, you guys, and I can't wait to see what other figures we get. Let me know in the comments below what you think of these, and if you're finding Avengers Endgame figures anywhere, I would love to hear from you. YouTube, you guys are so awesome. The likes, the comments, the shares, the subscriptions, super, super awesome stuff, and I couldn't be doing this without you, so thank you guys for the support. I really, really appreciate that. Once again, I'm Brandon. You guys are awesome. Keep it here at my channel. I will absolutely review new stuff as I find it, and I'll catch you guys next time. Thanks for watching.